So if they don't do the repairs, your landlord or housing ACT, then the steps you would take are the same as what you would take in a non-coronavirus context. So the first thing to do is obviously to raise it. Then there's something called a notice to remedy, which is like a letter that you can write to your landlord or to housing ACT. And finally, if those actions aren't taken, you can go to the tribunal, ACAT, and apply for orders to say that your landlord needs to complete those repairs. But I think you can obviously seek legal advice to do those things. You don't have to, but you can from Legal Aid or from Canberra Community Law. But one really important point is sometimes people get frustrated when repairs take a long time to be completed, to be remedied. And I think this is particularly the case with standard repairs. And maybe during coronavirus, this will get a little worse because there is some more flexibility that the landlord has. And sometimes when people get really frustrated, they withhold rent because they think that's one way to pressure the landlord into taking action. That is not lawful. You cannot withhold rent to try to apply pressure for your landlord to do repairs. And in fact, what that means is that they can then use that, the fact that you're not paying rent, to try to evict you. Because as we discussed before, there is no blanket ban on evicting people just because we're in the middle of this coronavirus crisis. So don't withhold rent. Do report repairs that you need, whether they're urgent or otherwise, as soon as possible to your landlord. Remember that with non-urgent repairs, so things like internal doors or small amounts of damage, your landlord needs to negotiate with you a reasonable time to have those things repaired. If it's an urgent repair, so a burst pipe, broken toilet, anything like that, then they need to do the repair as soon as necessary.